All right, guys, the time has come. First of all, welcome back to my channel, but I am going to do my fall house tour for you. There's always more things that I'm hoping and wanting to do and put out, but for now, this seems like what's going to be my fall decor this year. I haven't really felt Halloween decor. I'm always in the Halloween mood. I love Halloween. But I haven't really wanted to decorate for Halloween this year, so I've just kind of stuck with neutrals and fall. But before we get into the actual house, let me show you a few things outside. I have the little things on my door, my topiary right that I'm about to show you. Everything except for the base came from the trash, and my doormat. So starting here, this came from the dumpster. I love that topiary, and eventually once we get a different house and I have a foyer or something, I will keep that inside rather than outside. So when you first enter my home, this is what you see. I've kind of made this into foyer with my hall bench. Okay, before we get too far in, I have so many things on my mind. I'm going to try not to make this video too long. I was watching one of my older videos recently, and I said, in that video, I had said that one day I hope to be able to decorate my whole home with dumpster diving finds. And I thought it was funny because here I am doing that. My whole home is decorated with dumpster diving finds, even a lot of the furniture, and I have so much more that I'm saving for the future. So it's just funny how, time works, how life goes, how things do come to fruition. So that's awesome. And then a lot of things are similar to my previous, home videos and everything. But if you go back to this time last year and you look at my fall home tour, it is quite a bit different than you will see this one. Maybe I will link that in the description below. But I really like where my home has gone since then. So starting right here, we'll look down. We have this little mat here. This came from the dumpster. I had two of those actually. That one came from there. This did not come from the trash, but my mom bought this for us when we first moved in. It's just a little snail, and that's where we put our keys. Moving this way, these curtains came from the dumpster. At this point, it'd almost be easier to tell you what didn't come from the dumpster. So I'll try to make it quick and not say the word dumpster too much. Everything over here did. This is pretty much the only Halloween that you will see. I just put these little witch's legs in here. These reeds did not come from the trash, but everything else did. I have a whole bunch more cotton. I haven't been able to put it up yet, but I still have it. Obviously, I'm not going to throw it away or anything. But this is all that I have decorated with thus far. In that vase, this little pumpkin. A lot of this stuff you might remember me finding last year. This lamp was a very early find of mine. I love my welcome sign. The E is a little bit covered right now, but that's okay. Over here, the only thing that I actually purchased was this little gnome, and I did have a gift card, and I bought that and another gnome I will show you. So that's why I purchased those. The other things came from the trash, obviously. Same with down here. Everything aside from the pumpkins, I did purchase those. And over here, the only thing I did purchase all these pumpkins. So let me show you that corner really quick. And these two big, sorry I'm hitting things, these two big pumpkins down here also came from the dumpster in one of my most favorite hauls ever from last year. And these bows that you will see scattered around my house, I didn't even have a YouTube channel then. That's how long ago I found those. Those were the first ever things I found from the dumpster. And very shortly after I found those, that dumpster ceased to exist anymore. They turned into a compactor, so that's okay. So here's what you see when you first walk in. And then staying on the floor, this fabulous rug that I somehow managed to shove into my car on my own and bring home with me. And I have my little, what's the word? Gallery wall, kind of. This arch, this cotton Love and the Amazing Grace sign all came from the dumpster. These two things I did purchase because I hadn't been finding much wall decor for the fall time. So that's where that. And then these two big candlesticks that we're using for surround sound came from a garage sale a long, long time ago. They were like $4. Awesome deal. But going back there. And then these two pillows I bought as well. They came from Kirkland's. They're like a sage color. I just had to have them. They fit so perfectly, so I had to buy them. This mustard one came from the thrift store, and these two came from the dumpster. Let me show you how I fixed those up really quick. They had been sliced, so I just, did a really easy stitch and keep them that way, and it doesn't really matter. And this one I love. It has little leaf imprints on it, but I did buy that from the thrift store. Okay, so going back over here so we can see everything. There's that. Sorry, this is kind of an awkward filming, but that's okay. I have found a coffee table before, but it didn't quite fit my decor, and I liked this one that I had better. My boyfriend's dad gave this to us when we first moved in. It really has cute little feet. It was a really ugly wood color though, so I spray painted the bottom and covered the top with contact paper. And it's actually from the dollar store. It's a wood grain from the dollar store, believe it or not. And it's held up really well, but we've had it for over 2 years now, so it's kind of scuffing up on the corners here, but that's fine. Like I said, from the dollar store. This blanket is one of my finds from the trash. And my centerpiece right here, the actual basin, is one of my finds, and all of these flowers along with the candle. These two pumpkins I purchased from the dollar store, but everything else is a free find. Moving along, this side table I do love. It's a marble top with a wood base and a cool little triangle. I did find that. I found this white pumpkin and of course this plant and this little orange pumpkin, which I actually recovered with that sweater I found not too long ago, so it has some texture on it. And this is the other gnome that I purchased from Home Goods, along with that one over there, with the gift card I had. I absolutely love this little guy, so that's why I got him. This pillow and blanket came from the trash, obviously, as did most of everything in my house. The blanket is UGG. It does have the black marks on it still, but obviously when it's all folded up, you can't even tell. This chair I have a love-hate relationship with. I did buy this at the thrift store a long time ago, but for now he does his job. This clock and this lamp both came from the dumpster. Sorry, the lighting in here in my home is not the greatest, so just bear with me on that. Okay, coming at you with the last things in this room. I absolutely adore this piece right here. It's a pumpkin base with leaves, pine cones, and pumpkins coming out of it. That came from the trash last season. This little metallic pumpkin I've had for so long, and I was honestly going to throw it out because I literally had to piece it back together. Can you guys see that? And it still has a gaping hole down here because that piece right there was completely shattered. So I just keep it this way, and it looks fine. So that's why I keep that. Here's another bow. And this frame, not the mirror itself, but the frame and this clock both came from the trash. And, oh, did I even tell you? The hall tree. Do you guys remember the hall tree? That was a really big struggle for me to put together, but I did find that at the Bed and Bath store dumpster. Okay, moving along. This piece of furniture is one of my absolute favorites. You guys have seen this before, but if not, I did find this. None of the mirrors are broken. It just had a broken hinge over there and a small issue in the base. That came from the trash, as well as both of these things. Super cute. And then we'll move to the hallway right here. The archway obviously came from the dumpster. Pretty much everything did. This sign, this whole set right here, this awesome pumpkin, this bird, this fabulous pumpkin, this furniture piece. Down here, I did purchase this woven pumpkin last year at the end of season, but the candle holder, the little pine cone, the vase, and the tray all came from the trash. That little pumpkin I purchased as well. So, oh, and this wreath I made last year. The cotton and the pumpkin are from the dollar store, as well as the little sprigs, so I really like that as well. And there is that. I will give you guys a whole overview of my house, a little quick rundown, but for now, let's just keep it moving. We're going to go into the office, which is, you know, a little bit dark, but that's okay. So we'll go quick. This piece, and this lantern all came from the dumpster. This was an awesome find. That did not. This whole shelf over here. So the shelf itself, the globe, this decor piece, and all of the cactuses came from the trash, as well as pretty much everything on here. This shelf came from the trash as well. It's missing a little piece right there, but the structure of it is still fine. I have another one of these. This plant, these little balls, which you can't really tell, but they are on. This bird and this awesome light that we use all the time. This globe down here, the little kraken. This lantern and that little Buddha. This plant and this plant stand came, well, you know where they came from. I found them. These curtains I have just had with me, but this little piece right here, just a little storage container, the pillows and the pillowcases, as well as these light up reeds back here. This wonderful huge clock. We don't have it hanging right now just because we don't want to have to put that big of hardware into the wall at this rental, so that's why it's just sitting there, but in the future it will be up at a different house. This table, I think that's it in here. That all came from the trash. So this is essentially exactly the same since you guys have seen it when I redid this room. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. This had a huge redo, this room did. So there is that room. And then we head to the bathroom, which is a pretty typical bathroom. We have some warping on the floor over there, but that's okay. So this giant rug is awesome. I absolutely love it, but I don't know if it's going to last past this season. This towel, and this piece with the redone wreath that I did all came from the dumpster, as well as this candle holder, the pumpkin, the vase, the plant, this little container right here, and the toothpaste and lotion, this bird, candle, and pumpkin set, and the tissues, I suppose. But I have a piece on the wall that I got from the thrift store. This is not dumpster divin, whatever the word is, and neither is my shower curtain. But I do have pieces that I will put up. So I have a shower curtain, a wall piece, and different rugs, all from the dumpster that I will change out for the winter time. But I just love these colors for fall, so that's why I put them out, and I did have them beforehand. And over here, this little towel, which did come from the dumpster, but I have another one that's white, and it says "Give Thanks" in gold that I found not too long ago, that I will trade this out for when it gets a little closer to Thanksgiving. And then down here, this little, don't mind all that clutter, this little box that I keep the toilet paper in also came from the dumpster. Moving on to the bedroom. This is just a laundry room. That's where we do our laundry. This has essentially not changed since the redo as well. I don't make my bed every day, but for this video I did. Other than that, this is what it looks like every day. Let's turn the light on. Starting here, this beautiful little side table, as well as this little dog, and this placemat all came from the dumpster. This whole bedspread set, so the comforter, this little cover, all the pillows and the pillowcases, not these pillows, but all these pillows, the pillowcases, that pillow, those pillowcases, and the bed skirt. It's a little big, but that's okay. Came from the dumpster. This accent rug right here, same thing, as well as this fabulous, fabulous bench. These curtains also came from the trash. Awesome find. I just love all these neutral things that I find because that's exactly what my style is. I am storing a few things over here. They look fine, but that's not there for decor purposes. It's just because I don't have anywhere else to put them. But this dresser came from the trash. The plant, this little flower thing, this archway, and the salt lamp. It's not really a lamp, but the little salt decor came from the trash, as well as this lamp over here. This was, again, one of my early finds. So I do love this room. And finishing out our tour we are coming into the kitchen. This is my least decorated space, which is fine. I just don't want to put anything up on the wall. We do live in a duplex, and the house itself we haven't had any problems with, but our landlord lives next door on the other side of the duplex, so we share this wall. So I try not to put any nails or anything in the wall because she's a little crazy, but for now we're doing fine. So starting here, this awesome piece that I found just very recently, I'm using as a pantry like I showed you in that video from the dumpster, as well as both of these things on top. Just a little squirrel and another pumpkin. We'll just stay up here. This jar with all the rice, this jar, both of those jars, that jar, obviously the oatmeal, and then one of these jars back here. Not the big one, but that one. Came from the dumpster. So there's that. We'll start in this corner. I'm kind of rigging this top one because I don't have the pot for it, but this plant stand, as well as all the plants, are another find of mine. They are thriving. They're doing great. This lamp right here is fabulous. It's a craft light, and it even charges my phone at the same time. I use that for all of my videos because this is where I film my hauls. I'm sure you guys recognize that. So I do love that lamp. This tray, this acorn, those 3 canisters back there, and this pumpkin tower are all finds of mine. This little can, like a trash can, but it's not a trash can. That's where we put our recyclables, and the pumpkin on top, as well as this tray and this bowl, which I use for a fruit bowl and tortilla bowl, are all finds. All of my plants up here, except for this orchid in the middle, have come from the trash. These were garbage, according to the stores, and look at them now. They are so beautiful. As well as the little dishes that they are in have come from the trash. And look at my little cactus. He's not so little anymore. He's really big. And he has not, like this flower has not died since I found it. I thought it was fake for a second because the flower just never left. And I thought it was foam, but it's not. It's a real cactus, and he just loves his little life. So he keeps flowering. And then these 2 on the end are Christmas cactuses, so they should hopefully be blooming here in the next few months. Moving this way, I just have a pumpkin tray out for the holidays. That came from the trash, as well as the thing it's on, this candle, and this mortar and pestle. This container and this spoon rest, super cute for Halloween again, came from the trash. And this paper towel holder. Okay, so that's about it, aside from all of this coffee. I haven't found coffee in so long, so I'm really thankful that I used to find it like daily almost. So definitely stocked up on that. Now let's talk about this area. So the table I absolutely adore, but obviously I didn't find that. I did purchase that locally. The chairs are fine. And then back here, sad as ever, eventually these beautiful, beautiful chairs will be added to this set on the ends. They match perfectly. I just don't have the front legs or any hardware for them. So if anybody has any suggestions where I can take them, I've had them sitting there for, I don't know, it's been like a year, I think, maybe longer, who knows. But I just don't have the front legs and I don't have the hardware. So if anybody knows where I can take those, please let me know because I desperately want them up and working. And then the last thing, which you guys haven't even seen in a haul yet. So that video will be filmed next. You're getting a little glimpse of it right here. Sneak peek, I suppose, is this rug on different flooring, like a wood or a darker flooring. I think it will look wonderful, but I still love the rug. It's thin, which is perfect for the dining room. It's neutral and just kind of beautiful. I love that. I just recently found that and I put it out for this video and I do love that. I think it fits my decor perfectly. So there's that. Let me show you one more thing at the back door. It's this mat. My hello mat. I just have at the back door there. Give you a glimpse of my backyard. There's my little shed. It's where I store all the stuff I don't use at the moment. So there's the whole video, and then let me give you a little just an overview. Oh, I forgot to mention this. This is another one of my finds. I have 3 of them, but I'm only using 1. Okay, I think that's everything. And then I will just give you a silent rundown of everything in my home, and we will call it a day. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this house tour. I hope it wasn't too clunky for you, my filming. If you have any questions or comments, definitely put those down below. I love seeing what you guys have to say, and I really appreciate all the support. So thank you again. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I will be back soon with another dumpster diving related video.